and welcome back to India's Kingdom. You may notice that I'm in something a little larger and a little cooler than India's Kingdom is right now. I've actually decided to make this episode in the middle of Conquest. Now, Conquest is a kingdom that has been built by one of the all-time greats, one of my favourites, Madness 64. I thought coming here to decide upon the name of the kingdom would be quite appropriate, seeing as he's had such an influence on my building style over the last year or so. What I'd like to do today, we are right above the arena here. We're going to go through some of the names that have been suggested on the forums, on Facebook, and we're going to decide which of these is the one that we're going to go for. So, everybody who made a suggestion that made the shortlist, which was not very short at all, will get a mention today. So I'm going to make sure that your name is included. If I do miss anybody, please let me know in the comments and I will make an apology on my next episode. But in the meantime, let's get started because there are a lot of names it's going to take a while to get through. So just quickly float back up again, just so in case you weren't watching, look at the quality of this build. It's fantastic. What I'll do is I'll put a link to the download in the description, and yeah, then you can come and have a look around for yourself. But it is incredible, and if you do come take a look, I would especially advise taking a look underneath in the catacombs or the crypts beneath the church, because there is a lovely little Easter egg down there that you wouldn't know about unless you were to dig your way through. Let's have a look and see what we've got. Okay, some of these I can't pronounce, and I do apologise. If I can't pronounce them, it may be unlikely that we're going to be selecting it as the name. So from the beginning, we'll start with, and some of you have given me a lot of suggestions, but if they were good enough, I am including them. Okay. So first of all, we have Argafen. Now, Argafen is definitely something that I like because, as I might have mentioned before, it is a historic site, an ancient forest. It's something that wasn't a kingdom, but perhaps should have been. Let's place, here we go, Argafen, which was suggested by Ender Minute. Go. So that's definitely on the shortlist. What else have we got here? Ender Minute also suggested Antioch, which I think sounds very good, but I do believe that that was a place in its own right. What else do we have here? Avalon, ancient England. I do like that, but I can't see that the kingdom is going to be called Avalon just because it is already so historic. Nibelheim. Now, Nibelheim sounds remarkably to me like Nibelheim, which was a Final Fantasy town. I remember, I think it was that. Is that Final Fantasy 7, I think, or 8? 7? Google it, we'll find out. But for now, let's continue on. We have a suggestion here by Smiley Reyes under Golgotha. Now, Golgotha is biblical, I think, and so I think it was the hill upon which Jesus was crucified. My inclination is to avoid anything like that, just because what we don't want is we don't want an uproar from any Christians. We don't want to upset anybody, so we're going to leave that one off. What else do we have here? Gadheim. More Nordic theme, very good, but we're gonna say no to Gadheim. That's Struth, which I really liked purely because it sounds like something an Australian might say when drunk. Struth. What else do we have here? Iconium. Iconium. Now, I like the name Iconium, but having just had a baby girl, part of what you get taught in the antenatal classes is when the baby takes a poop in his sack shortly before being born, it's something called meconium, I think. I might be wrong, but because it reminds me of poop in a baby sack, I think I'm going to say no to Iconium. What else do we have here? Valis, Heliopolis, Undine, Zion, These are all definite no's. Unfortunately, I mean, they're good names, they're good suggestions, but for instance, Zion is already very much, it has a very religious connotation, but we're not going to have any religion in the kingdom. We also have Heliopolis, which is very Greek. And unfortunately we don't have a Greek style, which is kind of contradictory. If I was to put in Heliopolis and I was to then build in the style that I do, I'd feel like I was cheating people just a little, so that's a no. What else do we have here? Candor. Sounds good. Sounds good. We'll put that one on the short list. Rustic Kingdom of Candor. I like that. Again, another by Ender Minute. Which, might I add, is a great name in itself, in a minute. What else do we have? Rustica. The Rustic Kingdom of Rustica. It wouldn't be named Rustic because it doesn't really become a war. Yeah, we'll leave that one off. Mesopolis, same as Heliopolis for the same reason. We're just not really going for the Greek style. Okay, AJ Pirates suggested Tikalojima, which I really like. Tikalojima. Let me see if I can remember how to spell this here. T-I-S. Of course I can remember how to spell it because I'm reading this on the phone. I can find... There we go, Tikalojima. By AJ Pirate. Maybe a little bit Asian in its connotation, but I still like it. Ugia by King Jax, I think would include that one as well. Ugia. The Rustic Kingdom of Ugia. Okay, Smiley Rias has given us a few suggestions, one of which is Archaeus. Archaeus. Sounds like it's a root of archaeology. I like that, Archaeus. Now, there are possibilities for me to use some of these names beyond the name of the kingdom. For instance, once we have built a vast and varied kingdom, we may look to build other kingdoms or sub-kingdoms, areas in which we can use more of these names. So the ones that I really like, I will look to use where I can. I may decide if I like more than one of these names, I may name the world one thing, with the kingdom being another. So there's lots of opportunities there. So Archaeus by Smiley Rias. There we go. It's a very happy sounding name. This one I like very much. Ark Matari. Another one by End of Minute. Very, very good. I like that very much. What else do we have? Aqua Lucida. This was suggested by Delnaldo. Thank you, Delnaldo. Aqua Lucida will be included. Oh, I don't know. As I write it, I have doubts. Aqua, water, Lucida, light, bright, maybe, light water. Very good. I don't like the word Lucida. I just don't. But it's so close. Right. Okay. So what else do we have? Tirnavia by Delnaldo. Carpathia by Delnaldo. Carpathia. I like that. Carpathia. Go. White Ronaldo or Delnaldo. What else do we have here? We have Theophala. I don't know what it says. It's a great name. I like the look of it, but I just can't pronounce it. And when you can't pronounce a name, oh, I don't know. Every kingdom has a tail, but the tail can die unless it has a name. It's usually the name that lives on. Let's have a look. We have Karkorin, another one by End of Minute. Karkorin. It's good, but it's just not right for the kingdom. Let's have a look. We have Aegis Dormus. Aegis Dormus. Dormus is sleeping. Aegis is Latin for shield, defense, sleeping defense, sleeping shield. I don't know. Google it. Have fun. But no, I don't think we're going to go with that. Azul Lilas. Suggestion by Smiley Reyes. Azul Lilas. It's Spanish. I like it. Cruz Azul. It's a Brazilian. So where's that? Is that Portuguese? But again, not quite right for the kingdom. What else do we have? Aristarchus. Now, Aristarchus sounds like a human being. It sounds like a name of a person, but I do like it. Again, maybe we'll look to have patrons of the Great Kingdom, and we could perhaps use a name like that. Loopy Loop has some very nice sounding names. Not sure whether they're going to be right for the kingdom. We have Isilas, Osira, Ewea, and Yavia. Now, Osira sounds very Egyptian. I think Egyptian goddess of Osiris. Ewea. It's almost a little bit like what's that film? Avatar. They worship a goddess, Ewa, Mother Nature. Ewea. Yeah, it sounds very, very good. I do like the sound of that. The rustic kingdom of Ewea. But we're going to give it a miss. Here we go. I like this one. Draika. Sounds familiar. I might need to Google it. But I do like the sound of it. That's another one by Smiley Reyes. Very good, Smiley. Too sure. What else do we have? Kladvik by Smiley. Kadoa. Figura. Oh, this one's very good. Azale. And that's another one by End of Minute. He has on fire tonight. So what do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more? I'll say one more. It depends on how good the rest of these suggestions are, isn't it? We're getting there though. We have Gaegora, Deora, Deodora, Rhaegar, Requiem. See, Requiem sounds very good. That's a dirge, isn't it? It's a song for the dead. Requiem. Thank you, Smiley. Oh, Smiley Ryan. Put that in correctly. Okay, so lots more suggestions here. Arca Rostrum. I like this one, but not quite so much as Arca Mentari. So we're going to leave that one off purely because I have a preference already in Arctari, which is quite similar. Let's have a look through the rest of them. Vanguarda by Smiley Reyes. Vanguard. The word is always that Latin. It is Latin. It's the front line of an attack or an army. Victoria Rachel delved into history for Camlan, Pendragon, and Kellywick. I think those are ancient English settlements. What else do we have? Viedonate. I don't know how to pronounce that. Mystery Patron came up with this. If I was to say it slowly, Viedonate. I can't say it, but it is. I like names I can't say, but I don't know whether I could name the kingdom something I couldn't pronounce purely because, you know, what happens when all these kids are telling their friends at school, have you seen the kingdom of Vietnam? Yeah. Okay. So thank you, Mystery Patron. The Bomb 64 has two suggestions that I liked. Salutum and Solatium. Both which sound very good. Again, I don't know whether they're going to be right for the kingdom, but thank you for your suggestion. Tabby 2001 suggested Domikara, Dirty Dog, Ruil, And Real 123 did Vardoveth, Rybard, and Lacia. Now Lacia I do like. That sounds... Here we go, Lacia. Spelt like that, it sounds very good. It sounds very Latin. Rear 123. And finally we have Ragoff by Funny Bunny. Which is a good suggestion, but again I think I have preferences in here. Farodoen by Jex Infinite, and we also have Iberek, Astoakath, Troaswen, and Kaetlan. Bear with me 2 seconds while I just look up who wrote those ones down. I haven't written it down here. Thank you for being patient, even though I did pause the recording, so you shouldn't have had to wait too long. But that was written to... So we have Iberek, Astoakath, Troaswen, and Kaetlan. These were all written down by somebody under the name of WTF Shady. Big question is, what does WTF mean? What is it? Win the Olympics. Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay, let's have a look. What do we have? So we've got all of the names that I know could be. We have Archaeus, Kandor, Eugia, Arkmitari, Tikalogia, Argathen, Carpathia, Requiem, Azael, Juraika, and Lacia. So what do we have there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's knock this down to 6. We can get this down to 6, and then we will announce the winner in the next episode, and we'll try and find a nice fun way to do it as well. Here we go. Archaeus, Kandor, Eugia, Arkmitari, Tikalojima, Argathen, Carpathia, Requiem, Azael, Juraika, Lycia. Okay, let's knock out Kandor. We're not going to call it Kandor. Does Carpathia sound generic? So let's take that one out as well. So that leaves us with 9. So Tikalojima is very original. I like it very much. Lacia. Requiem. Okay, let's try a different approach. We have the Rustic Kingdom of Arceus. Oh, it doesn't fit, does it? Sorry, Smiley. Thank you. Eugia. Kingdom of Eugia. Atari, Tikalojima, Argathen, Requiem, Azael, Juraika, Lycia. Alright, let's just do this. Eugia, no. Lycia, no. So close. And we have 6 remaining names. One of these 6 will be the name of the kingdom. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to call this, because we're now 18 minutes into an episode. I don't want to leave this, I don't want to make this too long. And we'll make the announcement in a much shorter episode, which I'll record very briefly after this. So if you're keen to find out, you will find out very soon. But it also means that anybody who just wants to find out the name of the kingdom can just fast forward to the bit where it's named, although albeit it's not like YouTube doesn't have fast forward. It doesn't allow you to just, yeah. Anyway, ignore me. It's late in the evening. It's getting very difficult, and we really are going to find it very difficult to pick between these names. I mean, what have we got here? We have End a Minute has 3 suggestions in the final 6. Smiley Rias has 2, and AJ Pirate with one as well. So what we're going to do, we're going to call the episode there. It's been fun. Maybe what I will do is I will find a new location to announce the winner. But in the meantime, I shall leave you with the beautiful views of Conquest, one of the great kingdoms of old. And I shall love you and leave you. See you soon. Bye for now.